Spoiler warning. If you haven't watched the show that we are discussing today and want to avoid spoilers, stop right there. Go binge and come on back. If you have or don't mind spoilers, sit back with your favorite drink and enjoy. Kigo? You started.
You always say welcome.
Welcome.
Wow. Anyways.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, you?
Good.
Good. Welcome back, everyone. We've
After-
been on hiatus for a while.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that's Nadia's fault. Not her
Is it
fault.
my fault?
It's not. Okay, it's not your fault. It just happened. The gremlin was coming down for food. It's way past time for food.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's not so bad.
Mm.
Okay. Welcome back.
Pretty sure he has Oreos in his fucking room anyways.
No, they're still there.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
Look.
When did he take them?
I don't know.
I was just looking at it now.
That's not the box that we bought him.
Oh, why do you let him do that? Okay, anyways, welcome back.
Hi.
We have been away for a while. Nadia's had morning sickness past her first trimester.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really shitty.
Yeah. It's getting better though.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
She's just not eating as much still. She gets like 2 bites of something and she's done. Other than that, she's been all right.
Mm-hmm.
We've been doing all right. I've been working. She's been chilling with the baby inside of her.
Sounds normal.
Is it not?
I don't
When you're
know.
pregnant?
Is it?
I think it is.
I don't know.
You just chill with the baby inside you. You're literally growing a human being inside you.
Yeah.
I hope you're chilling. I'm not going to make you do anything.
No, he really doesn't. He doesn't let me do anything. Except for cooking, because he gets tired of cooking. So he's like, can you just make something?
And then she makes one thing. Literally one thing.
Because that's all I need to say.
There's 3 of us in the house, huh? Anyways, so we've been away. Not away, we've been here, but, you know, I don't like doing this on my own.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't know how to talk to himself.
I can talk to myself very well, thank you. Okay, I can't talk to...
But it's the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
It is the same thing.
No, because you're talking to people.
But like...
I need someone that they're not, they can't interact right now, right?
Can you not interact with yourself? I can have a full-on conversation with
Would you like
myself.
to do that in front of a camera?
No, I don't do cameras.
Exactly. Thank you.
But like the thing is, I don't do cameras. I can do this off air, like off camera, and do it by myself.
Okay, so one day we're gonna do together, not you, but us.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna record you. We're gonna capture. We're gonna capture you live, without you knowing. All right. Sounds good. All right. Anyways, back to what we do. So if this is your first time listening or watching, what we do is we talk about Korean dramas.
We take a real life. We give a real life perspective.
Yeah. Why do you have to say it like that?
I don't know.
So we give a real life.
Accent.
Oh, quite down. We give a real life perspective on the themes in Korean dramas.
Yeah.
The reason why it's Korean dramas is because that's what
he's obsessed with.
I watch normally all the time.
And I just watch reruns of the same show over and over and over.
Gilmore
Unless he's
Girls and Shameless and Grey's Anatomy and
actually Grey's
Downton
Anatomy
Abbey
though. I watched it
and-
once years ago.
Okay, you rewatched it, but
But then I rewatched it,
there's like 20 seasons, so like
and then I just can't get through it. Guys, he's trying a different coffee today. It's one of those like Nestle pre-made package things, and it's like the cream one. It's very
Sweet and
like
creamy?
sweet and creamy, and he doesn't really do any of that in his drink usually.
It's been a long time since I've had any sugar in my
Do you want
coffee.
to switch?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I'll try and do this.
It's funny.
Anyway, so I like Korean dramas.
I like them too. I just don't
Uh,
always want to read when I watch TV.
Me, I'm so used to it. Like even when there's it for God knows what. Well, because I watch a lot of Korean stuff on YouTube too, or any like foreign language shows on YouTube. That even when there's English, it gives me the subtitles in English, and I'll start reading the subtitles.
Well, yeah, that's the same thing I do.
And it's like
I like to not pay attention when I'm watching TV because it's like a brainless activity for me. So when I watch, like, I love Korean dramas. They're really good.
When I'm watching a show, regardless if it's English or Japanese, Korean or German or French, I'm gonna pay attention to it the first time I watch it.
Yeah.
If it's from rewatching it, then I'll pay less attention to it, and I won't have to read all the time because I'll know the gist of what's going on. And then when I watch it after a million and 10 times, then I'll actually know the fucking scenes by heart, so I don't actually have to pay attention.
Yeah.
I just
That's what he does when he
does.
does dishes. He'll put like a show that he's seen 20 times on, and he'll just do dishes.
My go-to show is usually Secretary Kim and Kim Buk-joo. Yeah. So today for our comeback.
Woo. Thanks for joining me on that one.
That wasn't supposed to happen. We're talking about Strong Woman Bong Soon.
Woot.
One of my favorite shows that I've watched 10 times. Now, one of the cast so it stars Park Bo Young, which is my number 2, tied to number 1, which is Shin Se-kyung. I love Park Bo Young. And when she did a show when she did Do Much Your Service with Sohn Gook, that was like my life. And now she's supposed to be doing a movie or a show with Park Seo Joon, and that's just like, I'm done. Like that's like all I need left is Shin Se-kyung and Park Seo Joon to do a show together, and then I don't need anything else in life. That's it. So Park Bo Young plays the Bong Soon, Strong Woman the Bong Soon, even though she's like 5'1", 5'2".
But
it's so cute. She's so cute.
Unassuming, you know, and then she comes in and like beats the shit out of you, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, and that's the whole point, right? That they weren't gonna get like, what's her face, Lee Sung Kyung from like Kim Buk-joo. They wouldn't get her. She's taller. Yeah. And she looks like she can kick your ass either way. In any other show, you watch her and she can kick your ass.
But even like the mom and the grandma, they all look unassuming. Like grandma's tiny too.
Yeah. Until you see what the mom does, though. Yeah. The mom's like a bully. Just her attitude, right? Because you can see her attitude is like, okay, she might kick your ass. Yeah. And then you have Park Hyung-sik, who plays President Ahn. He's funny. That's like Nadia fell in love with him. What was I watching where you're just like, oh my god, who's that? Oh my god, which show? Anyways, I was watching a show with him in it, and she's like, oh my god, my new husband. So he's
sorry that like all the Korean actors are fucking ridiculously good looking.
I don't blame you.
Same with the Korean actresses, like they're all ridiculously good looking.
I don't blame you. I like, he is hot. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like there's no way around it.
And like their chemistry in the show is like ridiculous.
So good. So he plays a video game company president, CEO, and then you have Bong Soon's best friend, Guk-doo, who was played by Jisoo, who is a great actor. Recently has been involved with some little controversy and whatnot with the school bullying back in middle school. So he dropped out of the show that he was doing and then put out an apology and then ran to the army. I mean, I do not like bullies. Like if you watch the show, you know how much I fucking hate bullies. He apologized, which is a lot more than the bullies I've ever dealt with. So I'll give him that. We'll just see what he does in the future. You know what I mean? Like, though they had there was sexual assault too, and he like fucking denied that right away.
Yeah.
And like,
I feel like bullying, like as a teenager, is a very serious matter. But when you come out with sexual assault, whether it's true or not, it's so damaging to someone's career. So it's like, if it's not true and you're just trying to get your 15 minutes of fame, you're garbage.
And like, not even just your career. If it's like not a nobody, but like someone who's like just an average person, and like you're just trying to screw this person over. That's like, especially here in Canada, that's a major issue. Like,
well, I think here you can get charged for it.
Oh yeah.
Like you can get like some type of penalty for lying.
Yeah, here, well, especially there in Korea, they right away when they prove that the allegations are false, they will right away sue for defamation.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. So those are the three main actors, which the chemistry, and this is like I posted about this already. But the chemistry with the three was amazing. But, like, not just like the love triangle, but the chemistry with the characters themselves. They
seem like they were friends.
Yeah.
Outside of it.
And they exactly. And I think that's what that really. Like that chemistry really helped those characters, because I like all three characters helped each other right in the show. In my opinion, it's like they all needed each other. Yeah. Regardless of if there was like love involved, like all three of them needed each other to grow individually, right? Yeah. And you see that throughout the show, which is great, especially with like the Bong Soon. Yeah. So Bong Soon she's super strength. She has superhuman strength, right? But she can't control it all the time. And that's where President Ahn comes in, and he actually teaches her how to control it, how to like, you know what I mean, like not use her full strength when doing things, right? Yeah.
Which honestly, like, I don't understand why her mother and grandmother didn't do that. Like, why aren't you teaching your?
Yeah, I didn't understand that either. Like, they didn't really. Like they're the kids like that from birth. Yeah. You should be teaching them how to do that.
Especially if you have to hide it.
Yeah. Right.
Like you can't really show it as much. So like might as well teach them how to control it. Yeah. Or at least scale it back a bit.
Yeah, exactly. You know? I guess I can see why the mom didn't, because of how she used her powers and ended up losing her powers.
She's just a bully, but
she was a bully and greedy, right?
Yeah.
So I can see why she never really taught her how. Yeah. Because she would just use her strength all the time. It's the grandmother where
she's more reserved.
Yeah, and she had a lot more restraint. So you're like, why didn't she teach her? Right? Yeah. Which would have been a lot better since she loved her grandmother. Right? But you got President Ahn, like, why not? Hot guy teaching you how to control your strength.
But then, what, you said they have twin girls in the end?
I think it's twin girls, because they both have super strength.
So then they could just essentially pass it on, how to control it and how to.
Exactly, and that's how exactly why it's better that way, so that like he teaches his kids, right?
And then from then on, it's taught. Yeah. It's not just like, oh, you're a strong person. Go, don't beat people up.
Yeah. It's like, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. Like, no, you can do whatever you want. Just learn how to control yourself. Right? Yeah. Yeah. And
I'd be a weightlifter.
That's what the mom did.
Why not? Why not go to the Olympics? No one needs to know. Make lots of money. You technically never need to practice, really.
No, you have to pretend to practice. So you see you see what they need each other. She needed to meet him. She needed to spend time with him. She needed to be with him to learn that. Because I don't think because Gukdu treated her the way she wanted to be treated,
Yeah.
right? Because she wanted to be treated like a normal, like
Yeah.
frail girl, right?
Yeah.
And that's
how he sees her.
exactly. So even if like Gukdu says it at one point, he's like after he finds out, he's like, you're always gonna be the frail like little girl in my mind. Like you're always gonna be that.
Too bad he figured it out too late.
Yeah. So she needed to meet President Ahn, right? For that reason, that helped her grow as not only as like, like obviously grow closer, but grow as a person so that she can kind of mature. It helped her mature a bit.
Yeah.
And she sees like, I don't have to like toss the guy across the room to fucking stop him. I can like control myself and just like not kill him.
Push him.
Yeah.
just push him to his butt without breaking his tailbone.
Yeah. Yeah. So the story of the show, there's a kidnapper who is kidnapping the same type of girl, right? All like literally same height, same weight, same look. He's trying to recreate a play called Bluebeard and Seven Wives, where Bluebeard kidnaps and marries 7 women, and then I don't know 100%, but I'm pretty sure he like kills them in the end.
Yeah,
like
he
that.
does.
So this crazy guy who looks like the Korean version of Adam Driver, also better looking version of Adam Driver. Sorry, man. I love Kylo Ren, but I'm sorry. He is played by, where is he? He's in other things too. What's his name? Oh. C'est quoi ton nom là? Where's his character?
Dum, dum,
Oh,
dum.
here we go. Jung Mi Kwon. Jang Mi Kwon. And he did an amazing job. Great job. Now his issue
is that he cray cray?
He cray cray. He has a lot of. He was like obsessed. And then so he tries to kidnap her friend, Bong Soon's friend, and then Bong Soon ends up stopping him, and that's where his obsession kind of changes gears. Yeah. Towards her now, right? He saw how strong she is because all she did was like literally,
and then she bent his,
and she like bent his thing, and she like he has like broken ribs and shit, right? So like he switched his obsessiveness from finding more women to I need to like figure this shit out right now, who this chick is.
But he's also like he notices her friend, the cop, like tailing him all the time, and then he switches his gears towards her, like the girlfriend.
Okay, yeah, and then but he uses that as bait.
Oh.
So he uses that as a diversion, and then ends up kidnapping Bong Soon's friend again. Actually succeeding in kidnapping him, and then.
But she's not his type, though.
No. It's all to get to Bong Soon.
Wow.
Right? Because that's the girl that he was going to, like, grab before and then didn't because of her.
Poor girl.
So, yeah, the poor girl. The shit she goes through. So, when... So the show goes when she ends up, like... going to try and save her friend. They all three of them try and go pretty much individually, but at the same time.
Yeah.
He plans a trap, and this is where she loses her powers. So if she uses her powers against someone hurting an innocent person, she loses her powers. That's the way the universe works. She thought the guy had her friend in like this industrial, like in a construction site's elevator thing. So she sees, so he's in there, and then the elevator thing drops, and then she catches it, but then tosses it, thinking that he's in it. But it's not him. And the guy is just an innocent construction guy that ends up getting hurt. And I think at this point, she loses her powers. I don't think
she loses them immediately.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Shit happens, and then like he like shoots, and then she almost gets shot and all that stuff. So so she loses her powers, and this is where I don't think it was like the universe is saying like you don't deserve these powers. I think it was a mental kind of thing where she
felt guilty.
She was felt guilty, and she's convinced that she lost her power. She was convinced that her powers were gone because she did something that she wasn't supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I mean, excuse me, which is normal.
Yeah.
Right. And that's given the situation, like, yeah, of course you're going to think, oh shit, I lost my powers because I'm going to lose my powers because I just did something that I shouldn't have done.
Because she doesn't try and do anything bad. Like, yeah, she goes against gangsters, but like that's just to help people around her.
Yeah. And going against gangsters, she's protecting innocent people.
Yeah.
Where she beats the shit out of the gangsters.
Yeah.
That was funny.
It's so good.
Anyway, so that's where her kind of, where she's the next like episode or two, she has to relearn how to live without her powers. Right?
See, I find that interesting because she, like, during the show, she doesn't use it all the time.
No, she doesn't. But because she has the power, she's aware of it. So she can't just be like, oh, I'm going to grab this pencil, like this pen, right? And just grab it.
Yeah.
She doesn't, because she has super strength, she has to think, okay, I got to grab it slowly and lightly, right? Or if she grabs it just like this, it breaks.
Yeah. Oh my God, imagine living like that.
Oh man. And so now with no powers, she can grab it and she can be like, and never break it. Or where she's like, oh, there's something under the table. With one hand, and you know what I mean? Like now it's like, I can't even move the table anymore.
Yeah.
So she has to relearn how to kind of live, because you're so used to something, right? You're so used to living a certain way. Yeah. That when a change happens, it's like a shock. It's a shock to your system that your mind can't what it's not
process
doing that. Thank you. Process.
His mind wasn't processing.
Exactly. Your mind can't process it fast enough, right? It takes time for your body your mind and your body to kind of get used to it again. So that's where she kind of like, that's where you kind of see a dip in her because she's like in her personality. So you see how she's always like happy go lucky, and she does whatever the fuck she wants, and she's like, you can talk shit to her and she'll talk shit back, right? She doesn't take shit from anybody. But then you see like a slight dip in her emotional state, because I have no powers left, and that's like who she was. That's who she recognized herself as. And when you're growing up and you're going through life and you know yourself as something, as someone, and then all of a sudden your entire life changes and you don't even know who you are anymore. Right? And that tends to cause a lot of depression. And that causes
makes sense.
It causes like what's that word, you know this, you always say this, it's like what is it, it's like you know those who, it's like body dysmorphia, where you don't recognize who you are anymore, kind of thing. So that's what she starts going through, right? And that's a lot of people kind of deal with that in life. You know what I mean? Like, and not just like, oh, you had superpower, like not just like superpower wise, right? Like those who are kind of trying to, one example, a lot of actors, you know, they try, and actors who are not successful kind of tend to go through that type of depression. Where they want to become actors, right? And they go auditions and whatever, and they just get to a point where it's like, am I even an actor? And they start questioning themselves again, right? It's the same thing with like music and writing and whatever else your profession is. Like you're gonna, it like this will happen when you go through a rut, when you go through, like I deal with it all the time, writer's block all the time, where it's like, am I even good enough to write? You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of that shit. And so she's going through that. She goes through that in the show where she just doesn't know who she is anymore. She's not even like worth being a person. You know what I mean? Like she's so, but at the same time, it's like she's finally normal. So it's like, I wanted this. But did I really? She? Yeah, right. Exactly. So it's like, now that she didn't really want it to begin with, right? And that's like, it's like hard to kind of, I don't know how to say this, because when you do something like, like for example, like I can relate to it in the sense as writing, right? I'll go through periods of time like now where I won't write anything. Yeah. Right. And at some points I'll have a paper, like my pen and pad with me, or I'll sit in front of the computer with my Google Docs open. And I'll sit there and be like, okay,
write something.
I got this. And then I'll just be like,
the end.
I want to go play FIFA. Like, it's like I got nothing. And then like as I'm doing something else, I think, fuck, like, can I even consider myself a writer? Like, is this like what I want to do? Is it really worth the struggle? Am I even good enough? Like, am I good? You know what I mean? So you go through that, and then you're like, and then you get to a point, it's like, yeah, I don't need to be one. I don't know how to write. Fuck it. I'm not good enough. I'm not gonna be a writer. That's fine. And then you go through a whole thing where you're questioning yourself, like, why? No, I love writing. Writing is because once you start again, you're like, holy shit, I love this. This is what I want to do. This is what I've been like this is what fuels me. I feel better doing when I'm doing it.
I think the whole thing with that also is that when you have a hobby that you enjoy doing, now it's like, it's not just a hobby anymore. It's like, can you make money off this hobby? Can you succeed doing this hobby? I think that's the issue with that perspective, because everyone's comparing themselves to someone else, and then they go down this circle of negativity and
and that's something like I've told you this before. That's where you don't, like, okay, you want to do this as your profession. Cool. That's awesome, because that's what I want to do. I want to be a professional right now. That's what I want to do. And but
it's actually going to be a public speaker.
But don't. That's not what we're talking about right now.
I know, but just thought I'd put that in.
That's not the point.
Okay, go.
That's not the point I'm trying to make right now. So, I lost it.
Okay, anyways. So she goes through this whole thing about not knowing who she is, not knowing what she wants to do and who she wants to be.
And so
how does she figure out that she potentially never just lost her powers and it was all in her head?
No, I don't think she realizes that it was all in her head. I don't think she ever realized. I think she just realized when she gets her powers back, she just thinks she got them back. She got them back and it was meant to be. It was so the killer, like the kidnapper was. They thought he died because he got a shot in the shoulder by Gukdu after he like left the scene, and then police were chasing him, and then his car went. Or was it police or Gukdu was chasing him, and then his car went into the river. Now they pulled out the police did a search. They pulled out the car. They found no body.
Okay.
So they're like, okay, either he's dead,
or he got away.
And so it's either he's dead, his body went down the ravine, or he's somewhere.
But how could his body go up the ravine if he was wearing like a seatbelt and the window was open?
He wasn't wearing a seatbelt.
Oh, okay.
He got shot in the shoulder. He crashed, and his body must have come out, and then it went down the river. That's what that was. Anyways, actually, he probably was wearing a seatbelt because you can't not wear a seatbelt on Korean television.
Yeah.
There's a whole thing with that.
Well, safety first, guys.
Yeah.
Seatbelts make
yeah. So
live.
So when he comes back, he ends up getting into the Ainsoft building.
Oh shit.
And ends up
this guy's fucking clever.
This guy's too much. Too much. Remember, he planted like cameras everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Clever little shit.
So he ends up going into Ainsoft. He ends up kidnapping Bong Soon, ties her up with a bomb, puts her on a roof, locks. There's like the like the generators and stuff on roofs. Well, this one on the Ainsoft roof had like a door, like a solid metal fucking door to it too. I think
usually they do.
And so he shoved her in there, locked that door, and then dipped. And so President Ahn found her because he was able to find her onto the roof, but he couldn't open the door.
Okay.
Nothing. He's fucking kicking it, whatever, nothing, right? Yeah. And so as the bomb's about to like explode, she's like crying and screaming, like, give me my powers back. Let me, like, you know what I mean? Like, she's like, I just want to save him, right? Yeah. I don't want him to die. She's like, not even thinking about herself. She's like, doesn't want him to die. Because he's like, I'm not leaving you.
Aww.
I'm going to stay here. And
well, this entire building's going up in flames. Generator. Come on, guys.
I don't think he cares about that.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, like whoever's in the building is dying with you.
No, he got everybody out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the guy called, like, so the guy got into the building, and then they found out, and so he goes to his security room and like does like a announcement throughout the building and told everybody get the fuck out. He's like, save all your shit and dip.
Like how he said that, save all your shit first.
Well, fuck yeah. Fucking like save it to the, I think I'm pretty sure he says save it to the cloud or something like that. Okay. Just so like in case anything happens, they have it. So everybody leaves and he goes up to the roof, tries to whatever, and then so she ends up, before the thing explodes, she breaks out of the fucking shit and tosses it off the building, and then it blows up. And then you see the guy on the ground with everybody else, and he's like, fuck, and then like disappears again.
My question is, when you throw a bomb in the air, does it not like affect anything? Like, isn't there like shrapnel?
Yeah,
it's
gonna fall.
Okay. Yeah. Like pierce some people.
Yeah. Okay. Pretty sure.
They never show that in the shows, though.
They might. Maybe I think it probably depends on like the type of bomb. But I don't think like I think it was like C4. They usually use like C4 because C4 is just like an explosive clay type of thing.
Yeah.
So it's just like right. So I don't think. Anyways, so she gets her powers back, and then she's all, after like kicking down the door and like going to him and everything. She realizes like her powers are everything to her, and not just to use them, but like they are what make her. And she says it too, like early on in the show. It's like she was never good at anything except helping people and like her powers, right? She was never good at anything. So That's why when she was like, "Can I get a job in your company after being your bodyguard?" And then yo, you got no educational background, you got no training, you got nothing, you got no experience. You just doodle at home and you have an idea.
Pay for her to go to school.
Yeah, 100%. But I mean, what she should have done is like, can I like watch them? Like, can I, when I'm not working as your bodyguard, can I go and like sit and watch them? And,
well, essentially, that's what an intern would do, though, if he actually let her be a real
intern.
intern.
You made her an intern desk in his office.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, that's like, well, intern, obviously you have some background in like the field that you're going into, like either school or
school, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So the show is like just showing strong like women, right?
Yeah.
It's like powerful female lead.
Which is cool.
It's funny because of how quick President Ahn was like in love with her from like the beginning, right? From the second he saw her smack one of the thugs, he was just like,
I love you.
Yeah. So
maybe he likes that whole.
Well,
he doesn't like getting beaten up, obviously, because we know that. But like maybe he likes the whole like woman in power.
Yeah, I wouldn't honestly like. Yeah, it, like women with who like strong women, right? And like they in this show, obviously it takes like a physical. They do like go from the physical aspect, but it's like her personality. Regardless of her strength, is that of a strong, independent person, right?
She knows what she wants.
Yeah, and she's
kind of goes after it,
and she's not afraid to like speak her mind. The only time she kind of like, not bows down, but like she kind of gets shat on with her mom, and I won't get into that, but like I really did not like that about her mom's character. Because she favored one child over the other. Yeah. And you shouldn't do that.
And like the moment that this handsome president came into her life, she's like, oh, my son-in-law.
Yeah,
like,
my son-in-law.
What if he's gay, or what if he just doesn't like her?
Well, they said he was gay at the beginning. And she was like, no, he's not. Like, you didn't even meet him yet. You didn't see him yet. No, go sleep with them. It's like, chill. Yeah.
Why are you whoring your daughter out?
Seriously, that is like, it gives you the impression where it's like, oh, my daughter is not good for anything except if she can bag a rich, handsome husband. Like, get the fuck out of here. I really didn't. I did not like that at all. I love the dad.
That's funny.
The poor guy
and the grandma.
Poor guy gets beat the shit all the time. But. Yeah, so it's like it's kind of like where lifting fairy King Bok-joo, where you have like the physical. They represent the strong woman in the physical aspect, and I think like that's where they need to like kind of portray it a little better in like Korean dramas, because like there are a lot of great shows with strong women, but like the issue is the amount of discrimination and sexism that you find in these shows is ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's like everyday life though.
Yeah, exactly. No, 100%. I 100% agree. But it's like, it's a show. Come on, like show some like positivity here. Yeah. Like show that a strong woman can go a day, like a woman can go a day without being fucking sexualized or fucking. No. You know what I mean? Like it's. Anyways.
I read those like Reddit forum things all the time, and there was one about a woman mechanic working for like a dealership or something, and she's like, I am the best mechanic, actually out of two people. She's the mechanic that trains everyone that comes in there. Okay. And she's like, men sometimes, most of the time, don't want her working on their car, or if she is, they're watching her over her shoulder or telling her go like do something else. And it's like,
Yo, if you
What?
can fix my car, by all means, yo, I'll sit back and watch.
Yeah, like
Not like watch what you do, just watch you.
Yeah. Because that's not sexualizing the woman at all.
I'm not. I'm just saying, like, if the guy's hot too, why not?
Mm.
But there's never a hot guy working on my car. Anyways. Yo, I need. Okay. I'm not trying to sound like a douchebag. Okay. I'm really not trying to sound like a douchebag.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Here it comes, guys.
I'm just going to stop there. I'm going to stop there. But like, women want to see hot guys, right?
Yeah.
They would prefer a hot guy serving them.
But
you know what I
I
mean?
think the thing is with women, we're not as outspoken as men are. Okay, I'm not at least. Like I'll go a bit, but like I don't go up to him and be like, "Hey, baby, like you want to come home with me?" kind of shit
I
like
get
that.
I get that. And like I don't condone that either. Like that's disgusting.
Or if like a guy's wearing like tight jeans and a tight shirt, it's like,
Nice.
oh, you got sexualized because it was what you were wearing. Well, no. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah. Okay. No. That I like. I agree that should never happen. Ever happen. Guy, girl, none of that shit.
I think appreciating a fine human specimen is a great thing.
Yeah.
But you don't need to go up to them and be like, oh, like.
Yeah. I just want eye candy when I go outside.
Yeah,
Because
that's
I have my
fine.
wife at home. And
I don't go out with him a lot anymore.
And like, I'm not gonna go up to another girl and be like, "Yo, what up?" You know what I mean? Like, I don't need that. I have my wife. I love my wife. Like, I love my wife. And I don't need anybody else. But like, I don't wanna. Like, I love women. I'm sorry. I love women. But guys are hot. Like, guys are hot too. Like, I'm not
feel
gonna
like
be like they're not hot. Like my friends are hot. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I have good looking guy friends.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. Yeah.
I feel like we both appreciate each other's likes.
I guess so. We have
We have a
okay.
similar taste.
We have similar taste
kind
until
of.
it comes to guys, because you have a weird taste in guys, whereas I have an actual taste in guys.
You sound gay or bisexual, which is fine.
I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying you have questionable taste
I
in
don't
certain
have questionable
guys.
taste. You have questionable taste in life.
I do. I think that's it. Do you have anything else to add to the show? I love the show.
I think it's a really good show. I think okay, one thing I wanted to touch on is like the cop and President Ah is like how as she's maturing, you can kind of see her go from her high school childhood crush to something like she appreciates someone else more in a sense.
Yeah. She kind of grows out of the
Like the fantasy and
the boy next door fantasy type of thing, where it's like, oh, he's such a good boy, he's so handsome, and he cares about me, and then to like an actual relationship,
like someone who's actually there with you and like wants to be with you and wants you around and like you know.
And like that's funny. Like, okay, yeah, actually, like I was gonna those, like, you can see, and this is like a great example, is that these two, like Gukdu and Bong Soon, were just not meant to be together. They both liked each other, and like Gukdu didn't realize, because he's a guy and we don't realize this shit, that she liked him throughout high school, and she didn't realize that he liked her. So every comment he made was about her, and she kept thinking it was somebody else, because the way he saw her wasn't the way she saw herself. So she kept thinking, oh, it's somebody else, so she never really so the timing never happened for them, right? He dated somebody else, and then somebody else, and then somebody else, and then when he finally realized it, she was already falling in love with somebody else.
Which, like, I like him
Superhuman.
as a character,
Yeah.
but he was kind of like he was kind of just around when he needed her. You know, kind of.
Not exactly. Well, because he is a cop,
Yeah.
so he didn't have enough time to be around.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's the reason why like his girlfriend was like,
Mm-hmm.
I like him, but
But then she goes for a doctor who works overnights all the
I
time.
know, it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so it's not that he was always worried about her,
Mm-hmm.
so he's always calling her.
Kind of, but it felt more of like a little sister, big brother
Mhm,
kind of thing.
And that was like kind of like the relationship that you got there. But I feel like, yeah. So that's it.
Kremlin ruined it.
The gremlin kind of just disturbed all thought process.
What's poppin'?
I got two. I don't know if you there's a third song that you want to put in, but two songs, two
Mm.
ones. One recommendation from Cardi was Dum Dum by Somi,
Mm.
and that one's good.
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw the music video.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Like they did like a whoosh, whoosh. They're not gonna understand that. remember I don't know if you remember EXO's Obsession,
No.
where they had EXO and XXO, and they had like so when they did the stage thing,
Mm.
well, their stage show,
Yeah.
they had regular EXO, and then they did it where they had XXO, so the
Okay.
evil EXO,
Oh, okay.
and they would during the video, like during like the thing, because it was pre-recorded
Yeah.
stage thing. Oh my god, stage show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Having issues.
Apparently, they would like transition kind of thing, like really cool. So she did the same thing kind of thing, where it was like the kind of like a cheerleader outfit, right?
Okay.
Skirt, top, whatever. And then when she switched to like the rapping part, it just went to like badass girl, black, whatever. Like it was like a really crazy fucking like
Cool.
transition. Like that's what in my head. That's what it's like. So a really cool song. It's like a laid back pop dancey type of song about like, let's see here. Yeah, pretty like the song is just about how guys don't know girls
True.
like love wise.
True.
Yeah. That's
Some
why it's
most
called
guys.
Dum Dum. That's why it's called Dum Dum. That makes sense now. Wow. Good job, Sonny. That was good. So check it out. Like the music video is sick. The stage the stage show. Her performance on stage was really good. She doesn't look like the typical this is really bad to say, but like the typical idol. Like Korean idol. She almost looks like American. But check it out. It's really good. Check out the video if you haven't seen it.
I watched it with you
Watched the video?
shortly. I like he was on the TV when you.
Okay, you weren't really paying attention though.
Not really.
Okay, so pay attention. Watch it. Next one, you haven't actually. I don't think you paid attention when I was watching because he just released it yesterday, day before. It's 10 from Superhuman and Wavy and NCT. It's called Paint Me Naked.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw like
No.
all the ads he's been doing for
No.
it. No, it's really good, really really good. There's one part in the music video though, he's wearing like white pants and then just like a chain shirt, but like just like chain and then chain, and it's really like anyways, it's really out there. Really out there. But the song's really good. Like it's literally like I love 10 like as a person too. Like reading like his interviews and stuff like that. He's like the type of person that I would really like to like work with and like just hang out with. He's it's not like he's like really out there. He's just he's on his own. What's the saying? He jumps his own beat or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That's fine. Lots of people are like better that way anyway.
Yeah, and that's what I love about it, because like he really has his own way of doing things, and he doesn't change the way he does things, and especially like as an idol too, like with a big company like that, like you have to do things a certain way, right? So
they probably compromise, right?
Yeah, especially with they're bringing you so much money.
Exactly.
But there's like the song is kind of like about that, where it's do what you do you, and don't let anybody else tell you what to do, kind of thing, and
Makes sense.
do the things you want to do the way you want to do it. Video is really, really freaking weird. There's a paint me naked challenge on like TikTok and stuff, like the dance.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Probably. Yeah, it's really good. Really, really good.
Cool.
Yeah. You don't have another?
That's fine. 2 is good.
2's good.
Yeah.
2's good. I can't think of a third one.
That's fine.
'Cause there's so many. Like, I'm waiting for No Easy by Stray Kids. Where are the stays? There's Stray Kids. Sorry. So yeah, that's supposed to come out
soon.
August 23rd.
Cool.
Yeah.
Next week.
Anyways.
Or a week and a bit. Cool.
Yeah, a week from Monday. Cool.
Awesome.
That's it for today.
Woot.
Hopefully we'll be here next week.
Yep.
Maybe.
Perfectly.
Yeah. Well, I have an idea for something. I got something cooking, hopefully. I just gotta get people to agree. Jinx. And
we'll see how that works.
Yeah, we'll go from there. And I gotta like
coordinate it.
Yeah, coordinate it. And like there's gonna be more people here, so like
or somewhere.
I mean, where else?
I don't know.
We're like downstairs?
I don't know. Anyways, that's it. Love yous.
Oh yeah. Yeah, take care. We'll see you again hopefully soon.
Bye.
Bye.